Hey everyone, it's day 6 of CC6 Wild Scales. Hopefully you are having a good amount of luck with your particular runs, and that you are enjoying these little challenge sets that we have for you all. That said, let's go ahead and dive into today's daily and see how our twists are going to be for today. Today's daily is taking place at Windswept Highlands, the good old Cinder map, a map that was relatively interesting. I think it was too bad, honestly. That said though, let's talk about our challenges for this particular daily. Now, with the Lancers being as nasty as they are today, let's go ahead and try to make things really interesting with them. With our first particular contract being Unstoppable Force. Yep, you can't stop them. They're just gonna have to straight up sprint all the way to the end zone. That could be very, very, very dangerous to deal with as, well, there's nobody to stop them and no one to absorb the blow. So you'll have to figure out a way to deal with them, whether it be slow, stun, bind, whatever you feel is necessary. Now, for those of you that are looking for spots that are relatively safe for DP generation and you're not going to block units, the bottom left tiles right here are actually pretty good until you start getting to the Lancers. This is a relatively safe area for 1 or 2 Vanguards if you would find that necessary. Another kind of safe location is actually this one right here. No one should really touch this one, so it should be a nice place to kind of set up. Just keep in mind though that the grudge bearers might, they might not like somebody being right there. Now, as I would normally say, Unstoppable Force only includes operators, and as such, you can get away with using devices and summons, but because of another contract, Electromagnetic Pulse Field, you are not going to be able to even use operator summons and gadgets. You'll have to figure out how to handle this without anyone to block their way. Now, of course, if you're not picking this particular contract challenge up, that's perfectly fine. You can still use summons, you can still use gadgets if you're not particularly taking this one and you're just working with Unstoppable Force. That's perfectly fine. But if you are picking up both Unstoppable Force and Electromagnetic Pulse Field, you're not going to be able to stop them anyway at all. And our final one is a good old classic. Brutal Assault. Myrtle has to attack a Sentinel. She doesn't necessarily have to defeat them per se, but you are more than welcome to try to do that if you feel that's necessary, and kudos to you if you actually do that. It's actually kind of funny to watch Myrtle actually defeat a Sentinel. That said though, all of the challenges today should be a pretty interesting puzzle to solve. I won't say this is a particularly hard challenge, I've done it myself already, and honestly I felt like it was a pretty fun challenge to do. So feel free to give it a try if you'd like, otherwise best of luck on today's daily, and if you haven't finished the perma map, you got one more day for the trim. Best of luck to get that. But I will see you guys all again in a future video. See y'all later.